Hi, my name is Olivia and today we'll be cooking together a spicy prawn and butternut squash Thai soup. A great recipe to learn and to introduce around holiday season, especially Halloween coming up, and the supermarkets will be full of different kinds of pumpkins and butternut. And this nice recipe, you can decorate it, use some colors, make it orange and green and red, and a very, very fun recipe to cook. So let's get started. So, the star of the show today is the butternut pumpkin. In addition to that, to make a Thai flavored soup, we'll need some red curry paste, ginger, garlic, a shallot, a banana shallot as we call them. There's a bit of soy sauce and a stock cube. Then we go into chili and lime for some flavors, as well as the coriander. For some crunch, we've got nice sugar snaps. Coconut milk is the base of the soup, and today we're also adding some nice fresh prawns in it. All right, so we're going to start by chopping the butternut, and don't be intimidated by it. We'll start by chopping off the ends. And then you can just use your regular vegetable peeler to peel the skin. Let's see if you can, actually. So we had some technical difficulties. I had to get another peeler. So as you can see, I had a peeler that was very, quite wide here, the hole. And so I think it was trying to get too much of the pumpkin in, so that would have been wasted, but also it was quite difficult to peel. So I've got another peeler, and if you don't have a lot of peelers at home and yours doesn't work, then obviously you will need to use your knife skills to remove the skin. But this is probably the easiest way to do it. Okay, So here we are with our pumpkin, our butternut squash. Next step is to cut it in half lengthwise. And again, if you feel insecure with your knife skills or your knife is not very sharp, you can start by cutting it half first here and then lengthwise. Always safer. And here we have beautiful orange butternut squash. Next, we'll remove the seeds. Sometimes what I do, I keep the seeds, I wash them, and then roast them with salt in the oven. They're great for just as a snack or also to put in some granola bars. So you don't have to waste these precious pumpkin seeds. So now it's all about chopping. So that was like the only hard part. And for the recipe, we'll make it so it will make like little cubes. Not too small, because butternut can go easily soft and mushy. But we'll try to make them equal size so they cook at the same time. There we go. So that's our pumpkin. I'll put it on another plate so I'll get more space on my chopping board. So next, let's chop the shallots. Chop, chop. Okay, we'll do the same treatment for the ginger. So ginger, easiest peeled with a spoon, or if you have a good vegetable peeler like this one. So, but you can nicely also just rub the skin off with a teaspoon. So with ginger, you go ahead and use the amount you feel comfortable with. I'm going to use about 30. It's probably more like 45 grams of ginger. But if you are a big ginger fan and there's anybody in your family who's suffering from a sniffly nose as it's the season, then you can always double up on ginger and garlic. So here we go with the garlic, and again, like I've said, if you've got a garlic press, don't feel embarrassed of using it. I take my garlic press out regularly. It's just an extra thing to wash, but it's very handy. There we go. Okay, and remember to wash your hands so you don't wipe your face with gingery or garlicky hands. We can start cooking. So I'm going to pour in a little bit of oil. And then once the oil is hot, I'll add all of the vegetables that I have here, just to sort of soften them up a bit and get the flavors nicely mixed together. So the oil is hot, so careful when adding it onto the pan, or pot I should say. There we go. Then in goes the garlic. shallot and ginger. The smell of ginger and garlic is instant, so it's an instant, beautiful, beautiful smell in the kitchen. Very nice. All right, we'll let these soften up for a minute or two before we add the curry paste. I'm gonna add in the red curry paste. And this curry paste is very fierce. The red curry paste is quite spicy, so in case you've got little ones at home, you can go easy, reduce the quantity in half, for instance. And you can add a little bit later on once you've tasted, if you feel like you can handle the heat. I'm gonna add in some boiling water, a little bit less than a liter, about 800 ml, just to cover the pumpkin nicely. I'm gonna add as well a chicken stock cube. That extra flavor. And we're gonna let the pumpkin soften up for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna cover it up and I'm gonna reduce the heat a little bit. Here we go. See you in 20 minutes. All right, so for the sugar snap peas, the idea is to really just cut them into thin slices. So cut them in 2 or 3. Sugar snaps are great to add that little crunch, little sweetness. And in this recipe, particularly thinking about Halloween, you could easily do some fun decor on your soup with these green sticks. Okay, so that's the sugar snaps. Let's do similar treatment to the red chili. So I'm gonna slice it, and when I feel like it's gonna be too many seeds and too much spice, I'll remove the seeds. Not too many seeds in this one. Maybe here. And for garnish, we'll use the coriander. There we go. Let's go about it this way. Today, cut it in half here, and then we can make. There we go. So we've got our wedgies ready. Okay, all good and set. Let's go and have a look what's happening with the soup. So now you can see the butternut is really soft, and we can puree the soup. Okay, so you can puree the soup in a food processor of some kind, in a blender, or you can use a trusted hand blender like this. This makes least amount of dishes to do, hence my favorite. Let's pour in the coconut milk. I'll leave just a little bit for garnish at the end. And then I'm gonna mix it. So now the soup is nice and smooth and it looks beautiful. So I'll reduce the heat a little bit and we will add the final touches. We'll need to cook the prawns in it and we'll season it slightly with soy sauce as well. So here's the soy sauce. We'll add that extra layer of flavor and saltiness to it, or savoriness to it. And then the prawns. Okay. So the prawns don't need a lot of time to cook. So once the soup is boiling again, it's about 3 minutes to cook the prawns. If you cook them much longer, they'll become tough. Whoops, careful. There we go. Give them a good stir. And then wait for them to turn pink. So we can see them slightly turning pink. So we'll give it 1 more minute. It's still a bit too fluorescent, so it's still a little bit too translucent. You can see through it. So we need to wait for it to turn a nice solid white and pink color. Okay, so here we can see, let's lift up the prawns. They look nice and fully cooked now. So we can just bring the soup to the other side and start serving it. Yum! Here we go. Okay. Okay. Nice. What a nice recipe. Under 500 calories. If you're gluten-free, you could try to use tamari instead of soya sauce and use a gluten-free stock cube, and you've got a nice gluten-free and dairy-free recipe with under 500 calories. And let's see how we can garnish it to make it really fun and exciting. So we've got the nice crunchy sugar snaps. So you can put them on the side. The chilies. So now again, go with whatever you are comfortable with. And the nice fresh coriander. Squeeze of lime. And 1 for garnish, maybe 2. There we go. Swirl of coconut milk. And now if you're an artist, this is your time to shine. But not bad. So I can't wait to try this soup and really savor it because it smells beautiful. But before I do that, I would like for you to subscribe to our channel if you like this video. Give us a thumbs up and always suggest if there's any other recipes that you'd like us to cook in the comments section. But for now, bon appétit!